Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Photoshop Quicktips podcast. My name is Justin Seeley, and I'll be your host. In this week's episode, we're going to be taking a look at an awesome little technique for selectively pixelating images. Stuff like you see on the news when they don't want to show someone's identity and things like that. It's all right here, right now, on the Photoshop Quicktips video podcast. Alright, I had a request recently for how to kind of pixelate an image to make it look, not so much just make it bad, but like a selective pixelation, like you were going to blur out somebody's face like they do on the news or something like that. So that's what I'm going to show you here today, how to go ahead and get that look on a photograph like what we're looking at here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a smart object. So I'm going to come over here and right click on the layer and choose Convert to Smart Object. That'll just give me that little icon right there and let me know that it is a smart object. And the next thing I'm going to do is go up to the filter menu and I'm going to go down to Pixelate and I'm going to choose Mosaic. And when I do that, you're going to see that I have the ability to kind of turn this into almost like an 8-bit looking image. And so I crank up the cell size as big as I want it to go to be a pixelated image. And once I'm happy with that, I hit OK. Now, once I've done that, if I want to selectively blur bits and pieces of this image, all I have to do is come over here and grab my elliptical marquee tool, for instance, and let's say that I just want to blur out this lady's face. I'll just go ahead and select an area around the face. Then I'll go up here and choose Select Inverse. Then I'll come back over here to the right in the Layers panel and I'm going to click on the Smart Filter Mask, and you'll notice that I get a little outline around it indicating that I have it selected. I want to fill that area with black, so I'll go ahead and hit the letter D on my keyboard and then X to flip them so that I have black as my foreground color. And then I'm simply going to hold down the Option key on Mac, Alt key on PC, and press the Delete or Backspace key. Once I do that, I can use Command and Control D to deselect, and there you have a selectively blurred image, much like they do on the news. So here is, of course, before and after. So it's very quick and very easy to create these pixelated images here inside of Photoshop using nothing more than a smart filter and a mask. Well, that's it for this episode of the Photoshop Quick Tips podcast. If you have any questions or comments, as always, you can reach me on the blog site at www.seeley.tv. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/SeeleyFB and on Twitter. I'm at Justin Seeley. So thanks everybody for watching this episode of the Photoshop Quick Tips podcast. My name is Justin Seeley, and I'll see you next week.